Hey all you little chubbies out there, Key here. Today I'm going to be reviewing I'll look at the box and sheet, the Windows Phone 8X by HTC. I had an iPhone 3G before, dropped it in the toilet, so it got ruined. It was beyond repair, so I just bought myself a new phone a couple of days ago. I gave myself a few days to try it out before making this review. Oh, this is what it looks like. Oh, wow, you can see my computer. There we go. Front, back. It's really nice, very thin. But at the same time, I love the material that makes up the casing, I guess you can call it. It doesn't show any fingerprints. It's resistant to scratching. Sorry. It feels interesting. It's like a sort of matte, I don't know what to call it. It's like it's not squishy, but it is. I don't know, it's a really weird material and I love it. I've already dropped it twice and it doesn't show any scratches, it doesn't dent it. I don't know, it's really nice. It feels soft. It feels good. Like it's not that hard, cold, like if your hands get sweaty, like the slippery, plasticky shit that is most phones. I don't know what it is, but it's really neat. I did look it up and I can't think of the name off the top of my head. But yeah, the screen is huge, which I love. Like, if I hold up to my head, it's literally like almost the size of my face. I love big screens because I have terrible eyes, so I like being able to see what I'm doing. But the only downside to that is you can't really put it in your pocket because it is so humongous. But I put it in my sweater pocket like this thing because it's a men's jacket and men's clothes do have bigger pockets. Yeah, and one thing that I love about this one is the camera on it is unbelievable. Literally the pictures taken on this phone look better than they do in real life to me. Like, that blew my mind. Again, yes, I know my eyesight is terrible, but I do have glasses, so it's not like I'm completely blind. And so I just decided to test out the camera, took a picture of my dog, no big deal. And I look at it, and it was very crisp, very clean, not at all pixely. It resists blur very well, because my dog did not hold still. There was no lag at all when actually taking the picture. Like, you press it, it makes a beep, and then it takes it. It's just, and it auto adjusts really well to lighting. The room was really dark at the time, and it brightened up nicely, but it still looks very clean. Here, I'm gonna see if you could actually see this through my webcam. Probably not, but well, you can't appreciate it very well through this. But it shows a lot of detail, and it's just really, really nice. I didn't buy it for the camera. I bought it because I just liked the phone in general. So that was just an added bonus that really surprised me and I loved about it. It is, as I mentioned earlier, a Windows phone. So it's got the live tiles. Again, you can't see because my webcam sucks. But I had a Windows phone before my iPhone, but it had overheating problems. I don't know. They discontinued it, basically. It was my second Windows phone that I had. The first one was the very first Windows phone that came out. It was kind of like the prototype sort of version. It was terrible. It was just awful. And I managed to make it last 2 years, but it was hell, and I hate that phone still. And I got the newer Windows phone with the live tiles. It was better, but it had a problem with batteries. The battery overheated so much to the point where I could not put the back on it. I always had to take it off so that it wouldn't overheat and mess up my phone. But this is the new Windows 8 phone, so it's been updated a lot more. My brother also had a Windows phone, not this one, but it came out the same time as my previous Windows. Except there were different versions. The one I got, of course, I'm very unlucky with technology. I got the one that got discontinued, and then he got the good one. This one I hope will work out well. So far I'm loving it. Only thing that worries me you can't take the back off. You can There's no way to get the battery out. So if anything were to happen to it, uh, you're screwed. I mean, that really like makes me very paranoid because a lot of times if my phones break or anything, I take them apart and I fix them. I will rebuild them if I have to. That's what I did with my iPhone when I dropped in the toilet. It was completely destroyed, and I managed to get it to turn on, but the screen got messed up, so it was really dark and you couldn't really see anything. So I said, screw it, and got myself a new phone. But with this, you just can't really. I don't know how you would take it apart. So I mean, if I look it up, I'm sure there's a way, but I just don't like not being able to access the battery pack. You can get to the SIM card. It's similar to the iPhone where you put like a paper clip or a pin in the little hole and it pops the slot out. So you can't access it that way. In general, just the way it's built feels very iPhone-y rather than like the classic just cheap phones where you can just pop off the back, access battery pack, or SIM cards are flat against battery, you just slide them out. I feel like they're moving things closer to similar to the Apple products in design, I guess. It kind of bothers me a little bit, but overall, I still love this phone. I haven't had any problems with it at all. It's very fast. They did add more customization wise from the last Windows Phone that I had. For example, with theme, I don't know if you know this, but Windows Phone allows you to change the colors of the tiles. If you're like me and get really bored of the same thing over and over again, you can change color every day if you want. Before they only had a few colors, but now they have a lot more, and you can also change the background either white or black. And what else? There's just a lot of options on this phone that I love. I always have loved Windows compared to Apple any day. I did like the iPhone a lot. It was durable. Simple, but again, simplicity really bothered me because I like to customize my things, and with the iPhone, you can't really customize it all. The most you can do is move your apps around so they're in a different order, and that's you change the picture on your background. That's it. This, you can organize it however you want, change the colors, you can change your lock screen, and you can do any number of things. I love it. It's like a miniature computer, which is my main selling point. Is why I got my first Windows Phone. That one actually had the desktop sort of format to it instead of the live tiles, because these came out later on. So like how you can connect to Xbox Live. That isn't new though. They've had that. Overall, it's just really nice. I got the one with the smaller amount of gigs in it. This is 8 gig, I think. I don't know. It doesn't say on the box. I think I got the 8 gig. They also have 16. The reason why I got only 8 gig is one, it was a lot cheaper and running low on money because of conventions and stuff, and also because I don't need that much. I really don't. I mean, I don't listen to a lot of music, and I bring my laptop everywhere I go, so for bigger things, I just put them on my laptop, so I didn't really need that much space. But this is Windows Phone in general, I like much more than iPhone. I would choose it any day. Just I like to be able to customize things, and with Windows, I know how to fix it more than I know how to fix Apple products. It's just if more. I don't know. I mean, for people who aren't exactly tech savvy, I say go with Apple products because they are very straightforward and simple. But if it were to break or anything, the problem with Apple products is 90% of the time you do have to just send it in to them, to the actual company, and it's a pain in the ass. They charge you a lot. It gets to the point where you may as well just buy a new product at that point. Whereas with Windows, a lot of times you can, if you know what you're doing, you can fix it yourself fairly quickly and easily. This goes with computers and phones. and again with the customization thing, I'm really big on that. Just being able to make it fit you, like who you are, and I don't know, do whatever the hell you want. 'Cause why not? So yeah, my brother got the other Windows one. I can't remember. I think he got the Nokia. This is HTC again. They're very similar. His has a slightly larger screen, and the body is more like a box. It's not as the edges aren't rounded off, and it's not as skinny. I don't know. I like this one better. I think it's prettier personally. Um, but yeah, overall, I out of 10 stars, I give it a 9 for now. I haven't, because I haven't encountered any problems, but I mean, it's great. I love it. So I would definitely suggest it. I got it from AT&T for $99 with a 2-year plan, which is really not that bad. It was between that and the iPhone 4 because they had that for 99 cents, and I'm like, oh, 99 cents, but I really like Windows so much better, so that says something. I mean, I gave up buying a 99-cent phone that was semi-decent just so I can get a $100 phone, because I just like Windows that much more. It's just, I love Windows. I'm a huge Windows person. So yeah, that is that. As I said, I definitely suggest getting it if you're looking for a new phone. It's great. It's fast. The camera is amazing. It's got a built-in translator in there that speaks like you say it in whatever language you speak, and then I'll say it out loud in whatever language you want it to. It's got, I don't know, a bunch of different apps. I will say though, the apps for Windows, there's not nearly as many. That's kind of a well-known thing though. There aren't as many choices, unfortunately. But really, you're not giving up much at all. In general, there's a lot of similar ones to the Apple product, but just different names, or they're just slightly different, but they're very similar. Some of them are even better, personally, I think. But yeah, that's that. Alright, bye, chibies. See you later.